What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here today, playing in the World Cup final against England, and we've lost Guptill's second ball, so that's not a good start. But hopefully Williamson and Taylor can do what they do best and really rebuild in the middle order, and hopefully Hamish Rutherford can have a good game today as well, score some runs now that we have lost Guptill very, very early on. Now, New Zealand's chances, I guess, of the World Cup, a lot of people are talking them up this year, and hopefully they can go all the way, because this is the first final New Zealand have ever made in World Cup history. I think they've made 6 semi-finals from memory, but never gone on to win the damn thing. So who knows, maybe this year will be different, but I guess we can't get too ahead of ourselves, you know. We just need to go and take each game as it comes, and if we play like we have been playing, then we should be in with a good shot. But we don't need to do anything stupid, don't need to do anything over the top. And Rutherford is given a life there as he's dropped at, is that third? They've got a third slip. He's not going to survive there unless he goes again. And so we've lost both openers early, 25 for 2. But in saying that, this is kind of going by my philosophy. Whenever you're in a final, we lost the toss today. But whenever you're in a final, this is just my philosophy. It may not be yours. You may not believe in it. But I think in a knockout game, runs on the board is key. If you have runs on the board, you're going to be in good shape, because you're going to put pressure on the side who is chasing. The side chasing has to go and keep up with the run rate from the get-go. And I don't know what it is. It must just be a mental thing. But if you can go and get a couple of early wickets and all of a sudden that run rate really goes up, wow, run out, Ross Taylor. Kane Williamson runs him out, no surprises there. He has been involved in a few run-outs this summer. Didn't think it was going to happen on this game, but it has, so that is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I guess if you just have runs on the board as we lose Williamson there, so he hasn't stuck around for too long, and 77 for 4 all of a sudden New Zealand are, and really needing both Watling and Ronke to step up at this stage. We're going to probably need James Neesham to go and score some good runs for us as well, unless these two can bat for a majority of the innings, which hopefully they can go and do, and hopefully they can go and get us to a decent total that we can go and defend. Watling seems to be doing a pretty good job at the moment. Ronke a bit slow, but we do know what Ronke can do. I mean, remember that 170 he scored against Sri Lanka? He started off pretty slow and then just absolutely accelerated. So, hopefully... Oh, no. I'll put the mockers on him. I've absolutely put the mockers on him. And I'm starting to lose my voice. Hopefully Watling can go and get and travel through here. And James Neesham, because James Neesham, this tournament for him, I guess it hasn't been really an outstanding tournament, but he's done his part. He's kind of one of those cricketers that I guess is just a bits and pieces cricketer, where he bats, he bowls, and he feels pretty well too. So, not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, he just probably... It would be nice if he went and contributed a wee bit more with the bat, you know, played a few match-winning innings, and, you know, bowled a wee bit more. He always normally bowls his 10 overs, but you know, maybe if he went and bowled and picked up a couple of wickets, couple of 4-wicket, 5-wicket bags, would be nice. But he does his job, and really he is in this side, as I said, just kind of as a bits and pieces player, where he goes and just does a bit of everything. And I guess when you've got a number 7, New Zealand have a few players who are a bit like that over recent times. You know, you go back and you think of the likes of Jacob Oram, you know, an all-rounder, and we do have a few all-rounders at the moment, especially in our World Cup squad. When you think, oh no, McCone, stay in there, please. When you think we've got Grant Elliott's a bit... Well, he'd be more of a batsman, I'd say, than a bowler. But he's a batsman who can go... He can bowl you a few overs as well, which is good. And then you got Corey Anderson. Corey Anderson I see as a pure all-rounder. So I guess we don't really have any bits and pieces players. What am I talking about? But 50 for James Neesham. That is what we wanted to see. And I mean, it's still overcast, so we can go, and if we can get through to a semi-decent score here, Ryan McCone plays that one down the ground. That's what we needed. I mean, 220 runs on the board. Can we get it done? We've got a good bowling lineup. We do have to remember that. We do have Mitch McClenaghan, who has been in some outstanding form. Tim Southey, Ryan McCone, and hopefully James Neesham can go and carry on what he did with the bat, with the ball. Hopefully he can take some confidence in from that innings there as we pick up one early, and that's what they did to us. They picked up an early wicket, and that's what we want to do. Doug Bracewell's been one of those players who's kind of been... well, he's kind of flown under the radar a bit, I guess, this World Cup. He hasn't really been talked about too much, but he's opened the bowling for us, and he's gone and picked up wickets at key moments, and he's been pretty economical as well, as Mitch McClenaghan picks up his first, hopefully, of many. So 17 for 2, and we were in a bit of a better position here than this. But I don't know. I mean, our bowling lineups, ours and England's, are pretty similar. I think it's all going to depend on the conditions. When they were playing, it was very overcast, so hopefully we can go and get that. If we can get Cook here, which Williamson has put him down, that is a big drop there, folks. Hopefully it's not going to come back to haunt us too much, and we can go and pick him up pretty early. But Doug Bracewell doing what he does well. He's picking up wickets, he's being economical with the new ball, and it really does leave someone like Tim Southee and Ryan McCone, I guess, to go and bowl with a bit extra. And you know, they can bowl at the death, and Bracewell can bowl at the death as well. So that's very, very good. But Alistair Cook, dropping him, that may be crucial as England are going along. They're going along quite nicely here. They only need just over 4 and over. Ryan McCone comes in with his second ball. He picks up Bopara, so that's what we wanted. Luke Wright playing for the English today. You wouldn't believe that. I'm not sure if he even made their World Cup squad. I don't think he did. But don't quote me on that. He could have gone and got in. I'm not too sure. I need to check how we're going for time on the old iPad. There we go, just to make sure that we don't go over on this recording. But Alistair Cook is really holding this English side together at the moment. If we could pick up him, it would be a absolutely huge wicket, and hopefully Neesham and Williamson can do what they have done all throughout the tournament, and that is come in and be economical, because that is what we want to see. And we probably just need, if we can pick up, if we can get Luke right here, that would be a bonus. That is an absolute bonus from Ryan McCone. He's picked up his second. If we could pick up Alistair Cook, it would be a huge boost to us, because, as I said, they're going along quite nicely at the moment, the English, and we really want to go and try and stop them in their tracks. Ryan McCone has come to the party on the biggest stage of them all, the World Cup final, and that is what you like to see. If we can get Cook, that's all we need. I think Cook is the only player who's really holding together this English batting lineup at the moment. McCone has bowled outstandingly. 7 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 23. We're going to bring him off. Bring back Mitch, and hopefully he can go and pick us up a wicket. And then we'll bring in the likes of Neesham and Williamson to hopefully go and try and tie down this batting lineup. And you know, maybe pick up a wicket, because they can be a bit of a golden arm at times. But this game is going to go down to the wire. We're at the halfway stage here, and that is what we've wanted. James Neesham getting it done for us. Golden arm James Neesham getting it done, picking up Cook, and that could be an absolutely huge wicket in the context of the game. Neesham doing what I said he did, being a bits and pieces bowler, picking up wickets when we need, being economical. But that is an absolutely huge wicket, and hopefully we can go on and really make it count here. Burstow, really need him, but what a breakthrough. What a breakthrough. Mitch McClenaghan probably not as effective as he normally is today. He went for 54, only picked up the 1 wicket. Can Kane Williamson and his spin bowling do a little something for us? We really need a breakthrough. We need to get rid of Bairstow, and we need to slow this down, because the run rate now is down below 4. I'm going to bring back Ryan McCone. Have to bring him back. Hopefully he can go. He's got 3 overs left. Hopefully he can go and pick up a wicket. He has done it. It is McCone's day. He now has his best bowling figures ever in a one-day international, which is 4 for. And what a stage to go and bring them up on. Doug Bracewell. Let's see if the player who has snuck under the radar can go and pick up these final couple of English wickets. But McCone, what an effort he has gone and put in today. And that run rate, hopefully we can go and get in some tight overs here and just keep going and pushing up. So McCone finishes with 4 for 32. That is very impressive, and this game is going to go down to the absolute wire. 27 needed off 36 now, 22 off 30. Oh, this game is going to go down to the absolute wire. We picked up Broad. That is a big wicket. He can win a game for you. And Stephen Finn. So now only 1 wicket away. Tim Southee is on a hat-trick, and he gets it, and New Zealand have won the World Cup, people. Oh my God, we've won by 21 runs. Tim Southee finishes with a hat-trick. How often would that happen? And New Zealand win the World Cup final. Oh my God, Ryan McCone had to pick up man of the match for that there. He had 4 for 32. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this series and have enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Tune in tomorrow. I'm going to have some virtual tennis forward, playing a very special game in that. Make sure you do not miss that.